Kia ora, New Zealand. Welcome to Sweet Chain Live. That's it. Day 3 done. Nationals is over. You've probably seen all the results, but if you haven't, we're going to be going through them right now. I'm shattered. I'm glad that we have. It's two minds really, because I've really enjoyed the last 4 days. I didn't really want it to end, but I'm glad that I'll get to sleep in tomorrow and have some rest, as will many of our competitors. But for now, let's have a look at the results of the Nationals, starting with the junior division. So it was Sam Lycan who took out the win in the end with a +3 839 rated round. So Sam coming out of Christchurch, playing really well and doing some very good shooting there. We caught up with him after the round, and here's what he had to say. Sam, for winning, and congratulations for winning the National Junior Championship. How do you feel?
Good, thanks. Yeah.
You had a fair start, but it really was your second round and third round where you came back and took the victory. How did you manage to turn your form around?
So after the first round, I thought I was playing pretty good, and then maybe not so good in the second round. I was a bit behind, and then so I think today I just calmed my nerves and got through it pretty well. It was a good battle, so yeah.
Excellent. For people who maybe not have met you before, how long have you been playing now?
So I think I've been playing for 2.5 years.
2.5 years. Wow. Down in Christchurch?
Yeah, down in Christchurch.
Excellent. Well, look, many more years to come. Keep practicing, keep playing. Many more titles, I'm sure, to come. So congratulations once again.
Yeah, thank you.
So that was Sam there, and he's walked away with a pretty cool prize actually. The prize for him is he's getting himself a new RPM discmate to take home to put in his garden. He's also getting an RPM discmate for his school, so all of his classmates will be able to soon be challenging him in the school grounds there. Moving up to the rec division. The rec division was taken out by Keith Furlow, local Wellingtonian, shooting a very respectable 925 rated 4 under par for his final round. Managed to stretch the lead he had over KJ Carrick and Josh Weavers in rec division. So well done to Keith. Up to amateur ladies 40 plus, and it was Nicola Stout who managed to hold off a charge from Kath Headley, who took out the CTP for the ladies this year. Nicola carding an 827 rated third round to keep her at 9 over par for the tournament. So well done to Nicola. Up into the AM 40 plus, incredibly tight battle this was. Brett Carlisle and Les Payne Brett Carlisle was on the chase card, Les Payne on the lead card, and Brett Carlisle chalks in a 9 under par, 986 rated round, and then Les ties up. And at 15 under par, and after 2 playoff holes, Les Payne took out the victory with a birdie putt on hole number 9. So well done to Les, and but also well done to Brett Carlisle. Incredibly competitive division. The MA40 is one I'm very much looking forward to getting involved in next year. Over to advanced ladies. So the winner here, unfortunately, Michelle Simpson had to pull out of the tournament late on Friday evening, which left the door open for Minky Vorster to come charging through with a 839 rated +3 in her final round, and she managed to overtake Victoria Speller, who had a one-shot lead going into the final round. So well done to Minky. We caught up with Minky after the round, and here's what she had to say. Minky, for taking out the ladies division here at Nationals, how do you feel?
Tired. Really tired. Definitely long holes, especially the first 8. I reckon the longer, because I'm used to the first 10, right? The last 10. But yeah, no, it was a good day. It was nice starting in the morning, a bit dewy, socks are a bit wet, but other than that, yeah, really good.
So because you teed off at like 8 a.m. or like 8:10, how did that change your preparations for the final round, especially today?
I don't have preparations really. It was more of a eat breakfast would be my trying to scoff down breakfast beforehand. But no wind first thing in the morning, so it was super nice to have no wind to start off with, and then just see how it went for the rest of the day.
And how did you feel going down the stretch, especially in that back nine with you and Victoria battling it out?
I honestly didn't keep track of the scores at all, because my mental game just gets affected so easily that I try not think about it, and I was just trying to get the par really, to be fair, and if I was close enough for birdie I went for it nice and easy, so I didn't have to, because fours are just not my style.
Excellent, thank you so much, congratulations once again.
Thank you very much.
So moving into the advanced division, and Mitch Hudson managed to put in a commanding performance today with another 4 under 956 rated round. So congratulations to Mitch Hudson. And to Ethan Taylor and Mike Foley. I had the pleasure of playing on their card today, and they really put in a great performance to try and catch, and managed to get themselves into second and tied third place respectively. But it was all Mitch this weekend in the advanced division, and again we caught up with him after his round. Advanced champion for the 2022 New Zealand Nationals. How does it feel?
Yeah, thanks very much, Matt. It feels I'm really privileged to take the title. Put in 3 consistent rounds at 4 down each, and was enough to take it away. And no, I feel really good. So thanks very much.
It was pretty tight at the end of the second round, and going into today, the wind changed to a northerly. So how did you adapt your game from the first 2 rounds?
So the first 2 rounds were, you're right, no wind, like beautiful scoring conditions, and I was just playing my own game. If I wasn't in a scoring position, I was putting it close to the basket to easily tap out. Today, at the start of the day, we were obviously tied with the lead with Luke. That was great, good little battle. He started with a bogey, I started with a par, which was a good start for me, and unfortunate for Luke there, and I just managed to keep on building on that. Yeah, I had a little hiccup on hole 3 or 4, I believe, but that was my only blemish of the round. And the northerly for me played a little bit of a favour for me, because I'm used to playing in a little bit of wind, so I really enjoyed it. In terms of my game plan, once I knew I had a 2-stroke lead, I was happy to play safe and lay up where I could.
Excellent. Thank you so much for joining us. Congratulations on a great victory.
Yep, thanks, Matt. Appreciate that.
Over to the MP40 division, and it was Joe Fish Seebeck who managed to bring in a very strong 975 6 under par to overtake Chris Dixon and take out the win in the MP40. Had a very strong front 9, shooting 4 under, and then did enough in the back 9 to keep Chris Dixon at bay. So very well done to Joe Seebeck in MP40. And finally, we get to the Open division, and wow, this was incredible. I don't know if anybody who's listening was watching this live. It was absolutely incredible. A couple of turning points. Hole 12 was a particularly interesting hole. Jay's tee shot off 12 was probably not his strongest. He was down in the trees on the right hand side, and then pitched out to the point to a place where you prefer to land off your drive, and then made a massive putt from probably about circle's edge. And if you know hole 12, it's a very sliddy fairway that can slide you all the way down to a fairway down the bottom. It's a horrible place to be if you get stuck there. But he cashed the clutch putt to take out the par. All this time, Levi's hit the cage and rolled down the hill and has had to pitch back up for a bogey. So that was one important turning point. The other one was on hole 15, the long par 5. In this one, Jaden takes a par. Levi's par putt is about edge of circle, hits the chains, splashes out and rolls to about the edge of the circle down the hill, and he has to pitch up to take a bogey. That gave Jaden a 2-stroke lead going into the final 3 holes. And despite Levi putting an absolutely superb drive on hole 17, that's one of the best plays of that hole I've seen in a Northerly for some time, to take the birdie, was able to hold off, and that par on 18 is a bit of a misnomer, as it was a pitch up from about five yards. So yeah. Elsewhere, Conor McKinstry and Simon Feasey tied for 3rd place. Conor McKinstry coming back strong with a 7 under par, 984 rated round to tie the podium. Joseph Berry in 5th place, and then Andy Davey and Jackson Sullivan tied in 6th. We managed to chat to Jaden at the end of his round. So here he is, your New Zealand disc golf national champion, Jaden Watkinson. Absolutely fantastic win. How do you feel?
Oh, it feels amazing, honestly. Coming out here, I wasn't completely expecting this or even aiming for this, but one hole after another on that back nine just led itself to this moment. So I'm stoked.
You've been playing some really hot golf in the leagues down in Croatia recently. Do you feel that helped you in the preparation for this tournament?
Definitely. One of the reasons I chose to pick up doing the league was just dealing with my nerves and pressure and first putts and things like that. And even though Queen's Park might be a smaller course, you've still got to nail every putt. You've still got to work on your mentality game and all that sort of thing. So yeah, definitely played a part in this.
And you had the pressure on this weekend playing lead card yesterday and today. How, for someone who's relatively new to the sport, how did you go about mentally preparing yourself?
Well, me and my dad had a really good routine. We'd start the morning off with some field work, some putting, have a break, some brunch, and then come back out, field work, putting. So we just had a really good routine, and I've never, I don't know, I played in front of the cameras for that cash one at Jelly Park, and I never really even thought about the cameras, so it's just another card for me really to be out here playing with great New Zealand talent, which is amazing.
And considering the amount of talent that's on display here, the number of past champions, major winners that are here this weekend, you must feel like you're in pretty good company taking out this title.
Yep, definitely. I mean, I was more nervous to play with Jacko and Simon on day 2 than I ever was to be on lead card. So it was really exciting for me to play. First time with all of these guys really. First time playing with Connor, great putter, and Jacko and Simon and even Levi, putting up obviously a really great fight. It's really encouraging and inspiring for me to come out here and play with these guys. Yeah.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
You did very well, and we'll see you at many more tour events.
Awesome. Thank you.
Cheers. Great to catch up with Jay there. Very humble and played incredibly well from what I got to see of his round earlier today, and clearly all of that practice in the Thursday throwdown leagues has played well for him, and he's taken that form and taken it into a big tournament and come away with a victory. So congratulations to Jay, very well deserved. And it's great to see another young talent in New Zealand disc golf challenging some of the old guard. It's fantastic to see. Talking of the old guard, New Zealand Nationals wouldn't be New Zealand Nationals without Bob Gentle, and this year he played his 44th New Zealand Championships. We were very fortunate to catch up with Bob at the end of the tournament. So here he is. This is your 44th New Zealand Disc Golf Championships that you've been playing in. How do you feel?
He's starting to make me feel old.
Yeah.
I was just chuffed. I'm so chuffed. Not just the fact that it's finally growing, but to be surrounded by people who have got the same sort of thoughts about things. I listen to people now talking about Heiser and Anheuser and da-da-da. It wasn't that long ago I'd talk about that and people would be going, what the hell is he on about? And it's just so nice that it's growing so fast now that look at where we're at. You know, we've just given away what, $6,000. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. Is that one of the biggest changes you've seen? Is just the pure numbers of people?
Obviously that's the biggest, yeah, and the numbers of courses, which is huge. It's just fantastic to see that go around the country. But the other thing is the standard of play. The standard of play. I mean, if you watched the last group come down the last 2 or 3 holes, that could have been the Las Vegas Classic. You know, it was the same. It was the same sort of golf. You know, just the same sort of thing. You know, the standard in New Zealand is unbelievable. You know, and I'm so looking forward to, hopefully in the not too distant future, when New Zealand will be out there taking on the world champs again as well.
This is number 44 for you. Plenty more still to come.
Yeah, shit, yeah. It's funny, really. There's been a couple of years where I've gone to Tobe. Oh, Nationals are in. I don't know if we should go. And he looks at me and says, "Can you walk?" I went, "Yeah, we've got to go. You can't stop now." And I'm a bit like that, but I'd love it. I just love it. You know, like it's I don't know, I always call it my frisbee family. It's probably the wrong word, my disc family, but my frisbee family. The disc golf is all around, not just New Zealand, but the world as well. You know, I've got so many friends all over the place who I know and have met and have relationships through frisbee and golf. You know? And that's just such a cool thing. I mean, it's gone from strength to strength to strength, and it's still going.
Well, it's great to see you here again, and we look forward to many more years seeing you here.
Cheers, Matt.
Cheers.
Thanks.
Bob Gentle there, 44th New Zealand Championships. Anyway, that's it for us. Well done to everybody who took their divisions out this weekend in Berhampore, and thank you so much to everybody who travelled to Wellington to come and play. It was an absolute pleasure having you here. Also, finally, I'd like to say a huge thank you and well done to Brady Cush for running an absolute stellar tournament on a fantastic course with some great prizes. And it was very well professionally well run. I heard overwhelming compliments about the course itself. We are very blessed in Wellington to have it here in our back garden, so to speak. So we've played it plenty of times and know that it flows well and know that it plays well. We were very, very grateful to be able to show that off to the country. And look out for the Flexline media coverage, which is going to be coming out in the next few weeks, I suspect, which is got all 3 rounds. So you'll be able to see Jay Watkinson play 3 rounds of disc golf, and he played all 3 rounds very well. So well done to Jay. And as for us, that's it for now. We'll be back on Thursday night, live at 9 with our regular programming. So we'll see you there. Wherever you're playing disc golf, take it easy. Play well. Get some birdies. See ya.